Good morning, everyone. This is Kristin with Leftover Cake Chat. It is Sunday morning and it's cold in Florida. I'm really getting tired of saying that. I don't know when it's going to change, but I'm dressed for Alaska today, it feels like, and we're talking about Alaska. So I guess that might be the only appropriate thing that's happening here. Cheers. Good morning. I'm drinking my Rev. Not sure if Laura's on yet, but she'll be proud of me. So let me just put this down, and somebody's already texting. So let me just make sure everybody can hear. So we're talking Alaska, and most people probably wouldn't think of Alaska if you were thinking of a destination wedding. But you know, we're doing every state. So we're covering every state for Airbnb wedding locations. And good morning, Erin. And I am actually doing this solo this morning. Sorry, the time change has me really thrown off already. Everyone was texting to make sure that I would remember to go live. The high in Alaska in the summer is going to be 65 degrees. And so my favorite thing about Alaska is that I actually did a cruise, an interior passage cruise in July, going out to the glaciers. And it felt like it was about 6 degrees, but it was absolutely amazing. So anyone doing their destination wedding there is probably going to be an adventure type client, and probably should tag along a cruise of some sort for their honeymoon. So the last frontier, you know, that's why it is named that. You've got hiking, you've got fishing, you've got mountain biking, gaming. You know, if you do go in the winter, the Aurora Northern Lights are amazing. The pictures are just stunning. I have a friend, good morning, Laura. Speaking of a friend named Travis, a friend that lived and worked in Alaska for a long time. And the pictures that he used to send were absolutely amazing. So let's see, I have to read from my notes because Brittany was in charge this week. And so I got to make sure I cover everything that she had. So first up, and all of these will be on our blog to follow. So first up is the Oakley Inn. Truly nestled in the treetops. Absolutely beautiful. The wood craftsmanship of this lodge type setting is just stunning. The pictures would be so great. I can picture bright, bright colors set in this wood. Good morning, Andy. So this particular home has it will sleep 8 guests, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It is right on a hiking trail. So the hiking, skiing, and mountain biking are all, you know, right outside your door. It has fireplaces. The views are just absolutely amazing. The mountain tops in the background, again, depending on what time of year you're there, you're either going to have snow capped or you're going to have greenery. Lots of bunk beds. So we're finding a lot of these destination wedding spaces. Again, we're only showing you locations with Airbnb that allow weddings, because a lot of these places will sleep a lot of people, but they do not permit events. So this one, and most of what we're finding all have these kind of funky bunk bed setups because they're obviously trying to maximize the capacity. So you're going to want to make sure that your friends and family are comfortable being very close with one another. So that's the Oakley Inn, and again, we'll post this on our blog. Next up in Fairfield is the Huffman Manor. Sorry, again, too early for me. This is a home that I would not think you would find in Alaska. It's like a Tudor style mansion. So elegant, absolutely beautiful, dark, dark wood throughout. So I'm picturing an evening wedding inside with just candlelight. It has these 6 stunning chandeliers in this great room that are just gorgeous. And I can only imagine what that ceremony would look like with candles and just the chandeliers. A huge chef's kitchen that is perfect for a caterer, or, you know, if you want to do, we've done for clients where they actually gather around the kitchen and watch the chef prepare as part of the rehearsal dinner, or they actually get engaged and actually cook with the chef. That's something very popular now. So this place is perfect for that. Has a grand staircase. Again, we think of photos. We think of what our clients are going to be able to take with them in the end. And this grand staircase with these chandeliers in the background would be absolutely perfect for photos. 6,500 square feet. It sleeps 16 plus people. It actually has its own pub. So you might think that it's just a little tiny bar. No, this is a pub with a pool table, a fireplace, and all. So super fun to, again, just, you know, have a celebration that extends through the second that you arrive through the second that you leave, which is really what destination weddings are all about. They are about spending time with those that are closest to you for the longest amount of time you can. And we find that people typically will come in on like a Thursday and leave on a Monday, and they always want to be with the bride and groom. So we always encourage people to plan activities accordingly. Certainly block out some downtime, but you're going to have an opportunity you're inviting them. Next up is the Seaside Lodge in Homer. Views here of the glaciers, the bay, and the mountain ranges for just miles. And there's a beautiful little white wooden arch that they built on the lawn overlooking the dark sandy beach area. There's one photo that was shared with antique cars parked in front of this house for the bride and groom, which were really, really pretty. The lawn spans plenty for tent space. So my suggestion, if you're doing Alaska, and especially if you're doing Alaska with the Northern Lights, is you want to get a clear tent. And obviously you need heaters at that point, but a clear tent at night looking at the Northern Lights would be just amazing. This place sleeps 17, has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. And it's pretty. It's, you know, all of these places are very kind of simple and elegant. Again, Alaska's probably not going to be the bride that wants, you know, a luxurious kind of setting, although that Tudor style home was pretty luxury looking. The Aurora Nights Inn, again, this is one of the ones I was talking about where the photos just look like the stars are on top of you and the lights are just amazing. It has its own little pond in front. It has a covered pavilion, so you can have a little reception going on. Volleyball net, again, plenty of tent spacing. I would, again, suggest a clear tent. It's on 5 acres. They actually call it Alaskan heaven. 5 beds, 3 baths, 2 kitchens, and 2 living areas. So, again, a lot of space for your group. I'm going to switch my notes here and move on to the Kenya River Lodge. This is my favorite. Out of all the ones that Brittany picked, this is absolutely gorgeous. I can picture, it runs along a river that they've got pictures of bride and groom standing, trashing the dress in the river. And if you don't know what that means, that's the day after the wedding when you go out and get some more intimate photos together. And although most mothers of the brides, after paying for those gowns, don't appreciate it, you actually get into the water and trash the dress. And the photos are pretty amazing. They literally here, these photos look like the sky is on fire at night. So if you're doing something at night, again, I can't stress enough that I would probably do a clear tent. This has a wood arch built in the middle of the forest. So gorgeous, like steps away from the actual home, you kind of go out to this cleared area and they have this beautiful wooden arch built for ceremonies and photos after for the group because it's tiered. It's a waterfront lodge. I mean, literally, you have 31 beds, 13 baths, another pub. Like this is a theme, I guess, probably because you're in the middle of nowhere, you can't get in your car and drive to the local pub, so you build your own. It is lakeside. It's amazing. This grand wood staircase for days, which again would just be beautiful for photos. Has a great kitchen for catering. Salmon fishing is really big here. Actually, the only time I've ever been salmon fishing was in Alaska. And actually, I take that back. I was salmon fishing in Vancouver. So hold on, we're not on to Canada yet. Scratch that. But this place offers salmon fishing. They have cornhole games. They have outdoor fire pits, pool tables, foosball, a beautiful walkway that actually goes down to the water. So again, just beautiful for pictures. It has its own little mess hall. So for breakfast and other meals that are happening, again, because you're probably in the middle of nowhere, you're going to want to be prepared to have all of your meals there, have your own little setup with tables and chairs for other meals outside of the wedding. And, you know, sometimes these places can actually be for bachelorette parties too. We actually handle a lot of those for our clients. So this to me would be a great bachelor party. Fireplaces, I think I mentioned everything about this place, but that's on the Kenya River. So again, just great salmon fishing. Lastly, we have the Naughty Pine, cute little name, in Palmer, Alaska. This actually is an existing B&B, but you can buy it out. It can become yours privately. The porches on this place are beautiful, and I picture just all of your guests standing up on these porches for a photo. It has a grand staircase entrance, stunning views. I mean, I don't think you can probably find a place in Alaska that you're not going to have stunning views. 26 beds. So 26 beds. Think about all the people that you can fit there. It's 3,600 square feet. You can do the ceremony right on those porches even. I'm envisioning that as well. Tenting is not going to be a problem here at all. It's like a giant log cabin. I mean, the woodwork in this place is crazy. I mean, I think the person that built the actual structure also probably made every bed, every table, every stool, and the staircase in here, because it is made with a lot of love and a lot of detail. Just gorgeous. And you know, you're dealing with wood, so any color that you're going to bring into these places is just going to pop out for photos. Large decks. This has a really cool bunk room that, again, we'll post pictures of later this week on the blog, and a great outdoor fire pit. So just to recap, we decided in 2020, with Airbnb being so popular, a lot of our clients were asking about destination weddings in more intimate settings. So we are going state by state and showing you all of these locations that you can actually have a small, and some of these are not, although they might only sleep 30 people, you can still hold on the property, you know, up to 100 people. And we can pair you with other Airbnbs locally nearby there, or if you prefer hotels or inns, we obviously can find that in areas. We're wedding planners. That's what we do. Swivel group events. We have virtual wedding planning. We have full service wedding planning. We actually offer the bridal retreat, so you can actually enjoy your wedding planning. And we, at the end right now, this week, I want to talk about Nashville. Nashville is very close to our heart. As you know, Erin on our team resides there with her husband, Enrique. And Nashville was hit this week hard by a tornado that devastated part of the area. And near and dear to our hearts, as you also know, are dogs. And there is some fundraising going on that we're going to get behind and support to help, called Pause for Nashville. It's going to be on our blog. But it's just very sad. You know, we have an upcoming bridal retreat happening in Nashville in June. We checked in with them and made sure that everyone at the Bel Air Mansion was okay. Fortunately, Erin and Enrique and the Fainting Goat Cafe did not have any damage, although that they are feeling some of that from some of their suppliers being closed down. So our hearts are with Nashville, and we will have more information on our blog and our Facebook pages for you to donate or contribute any way that you can there. So if you have any questions, let me know. I see a lot of comments here today. Let's just see if I need to answer anything. Erin usually is taking over here and answering, but I think I'm up to date here. So hopefully we captured some people. I know the time change probably has thrown some people off. Enjoy your Sunday. I hope you're not in Florida or Southwest Florida where it's cold. I hope you're somewhere warm. And cheers. Cheers with my Rev energy drink, because I know Laura's watching. All right, everyone. Have a great Sunday. We will see you next week. Oh, one last thing. Sorry. Next Sunday, we're actually doing a bridal show. in Naples, Florida at the Wedding Barn. So I will probably be broadcasting from there, I think. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're going to see what happens. But if you are in the Southwest Florida area, there's a great little bridal show coming up in Naples that you can stop by and see us. And maybe you can be on Leftover Cake Chat Live. So talk with you soon. Have a good week. Bye.